Hello, everybody. Come on in. Get yourself something to eat. Get yourself something to drink. Come on in. Have a seat. I don't know how long I'll be on, but, hey, it is what it is. I can't go anywhere. I can't drive. So, yeah. I go see the orthopedic surgeon on the 17th. Hello, Kimberly. So I go to the orthopedic surgeon on the 17th and go from there. And trying to get FMLA started is a nightmare. Um, so I'm a little bit upset about that. But what do you do, right? What do you do? Hello, Melissa. Hello, Karen. Hello, Diana. Uh, Panda, I hope it's good news as well. Good morning, Sugar Diamond, Ellen's Crochet, Mimi, and Jen. So I'm just sitting here talking about the wonders of insurance, how they make you go through loops and hoops and roundabouts. You're always in a constant circle, it seems. But yeah, I went to their so-called portal and it was useless. And then they have the option to talk to somebody live. That was useless. The guy knew nothing. So it's like, okay. Hello, Vicky. Hello, Amy. Hello, Kendall. Debbie. We got snow. Oh, yes, I've heard about that, Amy. The snow in Alabama. I just got home from being evacuated. Oh, my goodness, Diane. Hopefully the fires weren't that bad at your house. Oh, my gosh. Good morning, Cole. Debbie, you are absolutely 100% correct. Insurance only cares about their wallet. And work does too. Work is work. You're a number, that's it. Unless you work for a mom and pop shop. If you work for a big corporation, you're just a number, you don't matter. And as soon as they don't need you no more, you're done. They'll find a way to fire you. I'm not fired yet, but I will be by the time this is over. Because I'm not backing down. Debbie, it's 3 degrees in Pittsburgh. Hello, Dawn. Um, hello, Suzanne. Yes, Amy. California really is in, man, all the fire. I couldn't imagine. I could not imagine. We never get snow. People are acting crazy. Yeah, I used to live in the South for a few years, and if we got more than an inch, everything shut down. The road shut down, the highway shut down, the stores shut down, gas stations, everything just shuts down because they can't deal with it. They don't know how. Hello, Margaret. Um, Unfortunately, so sad you're replaceable. Yes, Debbie. Everybody in a corporation is replaceable. So they think you're replaceable. Um, Hello, Amber. That's why working for a mom and pop shop is a lot better. Hello, Michelle. I was shut down. I like the snow. I really do. I like the snow. We've We have been so fortunate this year. We've had only two or three times where it really accumulated, like 7, 8 inches, but that's it so far. We have a little dusting out there now. We're supposed to get like maybe 3 or 4 inches, but that's it. So I don't know what's going on with that. With as many people that are moving south, there should be someone who knows how to deal with the snow in the south. Well, I think a lot of it has to do with snow removal equipment. So the state that I lived in, um, we had snow equipment, but it was like you shared it with another county. So it's like every other year we had it. So if it was the year that we had it, our road stayed open and good, but their county shut down. So then the following year, ours would shut down and theirs would stay open. So they don't have the snow removal equipment. Hello, Bertha. In the York area, my son went to the University of Pittsburgh, so I know how cold it gets. Yeah, it gets pretty chilly up here. Hello, Arrow. And mixed mutt. And yeah, Nikki, they don't know how to prepare for it. Hello, Diana. I am working, yes, despite the snowstorm. So I am lurking. Shall we make you laugh? Shall we make you laugh, Michelle? Make the kids think that you're crazy? Tippy, would you leave that alone? She is infatuated with water running down the drain in the sink. You flush the toilet. She has to get up and watch the water go down. The cat box is automatic. So when someone comes out, it will start to do its thing to clean the cat litter. She has to get up in there and watch it. And every time she does, it stops. It's like, let it do its thing. Yes, unless they are bringing snowplows with them, it's not going to be much help. No, Margaret, it won't. I was shocked that they were treating the bridges here in Myrtle Beach. Oh, wow. That's a shock. We got a dusting of snow. That's about what we got out there now. It is snowing a little bit. Russ, the kids already know, but there is only one kid. Oh, you only have one kid today. That makes things a little easy. I said a little, not a lot, a little. We are getting a little snow today. Tippy revenge. Oh my gosh. That girl. Yeah, she's a silly kitty. But she knows I love her. That's my girl. That's my girl. That's my girl, Friday. Mama's on the back of the couch sleeping. Do you have one of the cat waters that has the pump where it runs all the time? No, Melissa, I do not have one of them. I thought about getting one, but I just haven't got one yet. Not actually. This is my screamer, and he has no reason to not scream. A sucker in this hand and a sucker in this hand. And that should keep him busy for a while. It's her revenge for yesterday's shopping spree. um, oh my goodness. Yesterday was something else. Oh my gosh. Uh, Michelle, I was in your premiere. I was in your premiere. Um, I wasn't in for very long, but I was watching you crochet. Um, We have so much ice here. I went out the drive and my car slid back. Oh my goodness. Hope you weren't hurt, Cindy, and I hope your car wasn't hurt. Oh my gosh. Um, my cats are infatuated with any running water. Mine is only Tippy. The others could care less. Tippy is the one that has to see that water run. Hello, Nancy. Um, CC Angel, good morning. Bertha and Margaret. I almost went to Yarn Inspirations to place an order. So far, have not. Ellen, how can you not? Them prices are so low. Oh my gosh. I'm itching because I want to go back. I want to go back. I'm fiending because I want to go back and get more, more, more. Oh, give me some more. um, I didn't know that you can chat with the audience during. Yes, you can. You sure can. Um, there was one time I thought somebody was live, wasn't really paying attention, and I'm chatting right along. You know, it's like, are they not here? And then I realized, dummy, this is a premiere. They may or may not be here. It's like the light bulb went on. But that's just my brain. I'm telling you, it's a squirrel, 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 squirrel. Hello, Crochet Cabin and Frizzy Bear. If I forget, if I don't see you guys come in, I am sorry. Because I have a Mary Maxim, Herrschners, and A Crane to be delivered within the next week. Way to go, Ellen. I stopped that. Okay, so I did have my cart at Herrschners, but I canceled everything that was in my cart and I backed out because I placed an order with Yarn Inspirations. I feel bad, but I couldn't let them prices go. So I will only be getting yarn from Yarn Inspirations probably this entire month. I probably won't be placing a yarn order probably until I go back to work. It's this way it's going to have to be. I have done premieres before and will now be trying to be more interactive. I've never done a premiere yet. I've got a bunch of premieres that somehow got on my channel, but they're not even posted. So I don't even know how they got there. That's why your favorite squirrel. I'm telling you, my squirrel head just. It's like a ping pong game upstairs. You abandoned your cart. I did, Michelle. I abandoned my Herrschner's cart. I emptied my Herrschner's cart. Only because I'm not working right now. And I do have water in my cup. Just plain old water. Yes, Russ, pace yourself. Yeah, I am off. I am off work. I actually have a doctor's appointment to go see the orthopedic surgeon on the 17th of this month at 1:45. So that's a good thing. I just have to try and get somehow I have to try and get FMLA started. Frizzy, I don't know. I was just walking. I was at work. I was walking and my knee gave out. I don't know what it entails right now, other than I went to the hospital. They took x rays. Nothing is broken. Um, so it has to be within the ligaments, the tendons, the muscle. There's something in the knee not right. because it is very, very painful. Um, yes, Margaret, it will help Kevin from having a coronary, and I'll still be able to breathe for another month. But he did understand though, because the yarn was so cheap and the shipping was $30. I mean, you can't beat that with a stick. You really can't. Don't let him lie to you, Fuzzy. Kevin did a Tanya Harding after the show. No, actually, he didn't. Like I said, he was very understanding. He understood, because he knows that I've been wanting Red Heart, because I don't really have any Red Heart in my stash. Red Heart gets a bad rap. I understand. I get it. It is a little rough, but at the end of the day, we like what we like. And I like all yarns. Now, would I rather have that super fine micron, gorgeous merino? Of course. But I also don't mind the cheap stuff that gets scraped up off the floor. Um, you did not slip on something, right? Did you make sure that there is nothing? Yeah, Bertha. Um, Seriously, I was just walking, my knee gave out. Seriously, I didn't hit or trip that I know of. They watched the camera. They didn't see me slip or twist, or they just saw me walking, and then I started to limp. So, uh, right hand is the cast iron of yarn. Oh, Red Heart is the cast iron of yarns. It does. Red Heart, it'll be around for decades. Um, Red Heart, here's the Red Heart does soften up in the wash. So I don't know. It's somehow they process. It's in the processing. However they process it, they don't. It's like they don't process it. Like they skip a step or something in the processing, so it is a little rough until you wash it. If you took the yarn and washed it before you used it, it'd be a lot softer, a lot softer. Um, Cindy, yes, buying yarn soothes the soul, but um, I can't buy. I'm not going to be able to buy any yarn until I go back to work. That's what I have to tell myself. I can't buy any yarn until I go back to work. I have Afghans my mom made that are decades old. Exactly, Margaret. When I started to crochet, Red Heart was top of the line. That's basically all you had. I mean, you had a few others like LaSalle and Wintug, some of them brands when I started back in the 70s. So, yeah, back in the 70s, I started crocheting. Started crocheting back in the 70s. Um, let's see, that would be 79. I started crocheting in 79. I like Red Heart. Some Red Heart is softer. Yeah, Bertha, some Red Heart is softer than others. Um, Debbie, I'll need all the cheering I can get until I go back to work. I'm telling you. Hello, Latoya. I just saw your name. Welcome in. Welcome in. I will say, Red Heart, it does hold its shape well. It was all I bought in the past. I do buy some, won't lie. Uh, it's been a while since I bought Red Heart, but with the sale that Yarn Inspirations bought Red Heart out, and when they did, the prices went through the roof, and it's like, okay, they cost themselves. The cost for the yarn isn't there anymore. But the sale that Yarn Inspiration is having, where you can 1,855 yards of Red Heart yarn for $10.25. I didn't even know Red Heart made a skein of yarn that was 1,855 yards. You know, I did not know they did that. And I didn't know, I do know that Caron had their, oh, what yarn was that? Oh, I can't think of it. But I don't ever remember seeing a 500-gram cake of Caron yarn in the store. But they had the 500-gram cakes on Yarn Inspirations. I don't know if it's just you have to get those sizes from Yarn Inspirations, because I've not seen those big ones in the store. Um, uh, the year I was born, the year you were born, I started to crochet. I'm a Karen. Carson, Yarn Inspirations, buddy. Caron 1-pounders. What was it? $6.99, $5.99. Yeah. Hello, Flower Tammy. My mom used wool, other Red Heart. She knitted and crocheted, started in the 50s, I think. Yeah, Red Heart's a workhorse. It's been around for hundreds of years. I told myself no craft supplies of any kind, but when I saw the price at Yarn Inspirations, I couldn't pass it up. I bought 33 skeins of Red Heart. There you go, Debbie. Nice yarn haul. 33 skeins is very manageable. It's dumping snow now, really big flakes. Oh, wow, Carson. What state do you live in, Carson? I forget. Karen, that is okay. We all like, we do, Bertha. We like what we like, but I'm not cutting anybody down. Um, oh, Carson's boyfriend would kill him. I'm sorry, Carson. Okay, so Carson's in Oklahoma, Tulsa. Um, do we have a newbie? Did I miss the newbie? Um, well, if I missed somebody new, I apologize. Carson Hills. How long have you guys been dating, Carson? We'll use that as a factor. If it's just a little while, yeah, you might want to tread a little bit. But if it's been a while, press the envelope. But I do know your situation, though, Carson. I'm just giving you a hard time. Don't buy any yarn if you cannot afford it. If you cannot afford it, don't buy any. I'm like I said, I'm just giving you a hard time. Don't get yourself in trouble. Hello, Carolyn. Yeah, and send it and send it back. Don't send it back. Carson's store at a friend's or family. That's what I'm going to do with my sister. Hmm. I have nowhere else to store it. I have no one close. I'd have to buy an entire new house. My rule is love me, love my yarn. That's the whole point. Hello, Jennifer. Hide yarn in your closets. Oh my goodness. That's just too funny. But yeah, I gotta stay off of the yarn sites. I gotta stay off the yarn sites. I can't. Oh, it's gonna be so hard. But I got plenty of yarn. I got on Yarn Inspirations last night. My daughter took my phone and iPad, so I couldn't buy. Oh, that is a shame. Too bad you couldn't find somebody to buy it for you. There you go. Oh, Nikki, I knew what you meant. I knew what you meant. Russ, did I hear you say you were going to be buying a new? No, I need to buy a house just for my yarn. No, I have to mail it to his place because I have Porch Pirate here and they would steal it. Oh, Carson. Writing all the emails from them. Willpower, Russ. I don't know, Crochet Cabin. My willpower is like putting a 5-year-old in a candy store and telling them don't touch. It's going to be really, really hard. I'm not saying it can't be done, but it's going to be really, really hard. Ooh. Hmm. Mm. Today from Herrschners, $4.95 shipping and 8 new colors and worsted 8. Actually, I can up one better than that. Herrschners actually has free shipping until the 13th. Um, get a yarn order phone and hide that too. I don't. I didn't order yesterday, but only because I ordered the day before and have 3 orders coming from Joann's and 1 from Wool Warehouse. There you go, Kendall. That's my girl. So, like I said, you'll be buying a new. Nope, can't afford a new home. I buy too much yarn. I can't afford a home. When we moved to this house, we had over 300 boxes. Over half were my fabric, yarn, and craft supplies. My hubby couldn't figure out where I had it all stored in our 2-bedroom. You had all of that in a 2-bedroom house or apartment? Wow, Margaret. Dang, I not tried 8 yet. Might have to. Errol, you're gonna love Herrschner's worsted 8 line. Oh my gosh, it's a joy to work with. This is part of their worsted 8 line, um, and it's so soft and sparkly. If you like sparkle, I'm not a fan of sparkles. Kevin likes it. He wants a scarf, so I'll make him a scarf. Uh, I hate porch pirates. Go to work like everybody else. Exactly. Really? I didn't get that one. Really? I don't even know if I still have my. I don't remember what the free shipping was, and my catalog's that way. If I still even have my catalog. Good morning, Rose. Free shipping. Did someone say free shipping? Yes, Robin. Herrschner's has a free shipping, but you have to have their code for it. I'm not sure what the code is. Bertha, Kevin does like hats. Someone sent us 2 hats, one for me, one for Kevin. And yeah, Kevin wears hats. I wear hats now and then. Yes, every available nook or cranny had something, and it didn't look like something from an episode of Hoarders. My house looks like Hoarders, okay? I'm not gonna lie to you guys. My house, I mean, it's not as bad as a hoarder, but let me tell you, there is yarn totes everywhere. Hello, Tammy. Mm. Good morning, Gail. Um. Oh, the kids knocked my tablet down. I can see if I can. I swear it's getting harder not to look when everyone tells. I know, Carson, it's going to be terrible for me because Russ always buys sale yarn. I never, it's rare. It's rare. Um,
You have any thoughts on dessert?
that I buy yarn full price. I just, say when I tell you guys I hit I hit 2 buttons and I'm already logged in. Already logged in. So I'm going to go down and see if I can find. Uh, okay, so if you go to Herrschners, okay, all the way at the bottom, all the way at the bottom of their site, you can actually browse their current catalogs online, okay, and you just pick the catalog that you want to um, the catalog you want to purchase from. And I'm trying to think. I'm not sure what. I think it's this one. Hmm. I'm gonna see if I can find. Um, Cindy, what's the password? No, 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 that's not nice. Oh, I am watching the news about LA. Oh, yeah, it's terrible. Russ, don't go to Carson. I'm not. I'm just looking up the. I want to try and see if I can find the passcode for free shipping until the 13th. Um, um, Some where a lot of people wait for those tax checks. Um, Totes keep things controlled. It is when it is out of the storage that it gets out of control and begins to hoard. Yeah, I'm not that bad. Everything is in totes for the most part. There is some things laying around, but everything is manageable. Obviously, I can get around. I have a walker that I get through the house with, so the house ain't that bad. It's going to take me forever to flip through these. Okay, let's see here. Because you almost have to go page by page. And there's a lot of pages. My cats fear I will start storing yarn in their cat house. Oh, let's see. Maybe we should start a GoFundMe for Russ Yarn Habit. Yeah, please don't. Russ is fine. Russ is fine. Well, Songbird, you need to really nice to hubby. I'm going to be the evil one here and say it. And now that hell I'll get. Russ, don't buy more yarn. You just ordered some yesterday. And I did order some yesterday. I did. Hello, Don. Oh no, Russ, don't look at you. I'm just actually, I'm not looking. I'm looking for a shipping code. So, in one of my magazines, I have a free shipping code. Um, Up until the 13th, and I don't know what I done with it. Um, Hello, Krista. Yeah, I. Um, they've got some good yarn, but I'm not here to buy yarn. I'm just here to look for a code. Okay, Sassy says springtime is the code. So springtime will get you free shipping, I believe. Okay. And we'll put that away because I don't want to order any yarn. Hello, Susan. If you see sales, you'll. No, Carson, I did not look. I promise. I did not look. I did not look. Good morning. I'm kind of new here. I heard about you by watching Fiber Spider and others. I decided to check you out. Well, I'm glad that you're here. Um, I'm always buying yarn, giving yarn away to charities, not to just everybody. I do give yarn to charities. I do knit and crochet, and my squirrel of a mind, the squirrel in my mind. So yeah, hope you enjoy yourself. And if you have any questions, please ask. I'm just got some knitting going here. I think you'll have a fun time if you stick around. I did do good. I did. I know that wasn't proper English, but I did good. Russ Dunn did good. So I'm just doing some knitting. I'm actually casting on long tail. Are there any codes for yarn inspirations? No. Yarn inspirations, you do not need any codes. But I got a lot of yarn coming, guys. Got a lot of yarn coming. And I did tell Kevin that he might have to pick up more totes this weekend. Oh, hello, Froggy. Hello, hello. Get yourself some fudge as a treat. Actually, Lisa sent me and Kevin some fudge last week. And it's in the refrigerator. Good morning, Kitra. Yeah, we're going to blame Tippy. I promise. We'll blame Tippy. Rudy, where's Tippy? Where's Tippy? We'll blame Tippy. How do you decide how long a tail to leave? I don't. I just grab. This is the tail. I just grabbed. I'm about I need 15 more stitches. So by the time I get my 15 casted on, I'll still have enough tail to weave in. But if you take, so rule of thumb for long tail cast on. So if you take your yarn and you wrap it around your needle, one full turn equates to about 1 stitch. But you want to do this loosely. Do not do it tight. So there's 2, 3, 4, 5. So now, if you take that amount of yarn, that's about 5 stitches. So if you go down, there's 10. So that's about 15 stitches. And look at here. So 15 stitches, and that leaves me with that much of a tail to sew in, which is perfect. I need to go. Okay, Heidi. I also love the soft. I personally love Red Heart Love. Michelle, Yarn Inspirations has Red Heart Love on sale. Just saying. She wasn't there to blame. She has her own iPad. Thoughts of Red Heart Soft. I like all yarn. I am not a yarn snob by any means. I just went on to Yarn Inspirations website yesterday. Ordered all kinds of Red Heart yarn. Ordered all kinds of Caron yarn. Because I'm not a yarn snob, okay? And I like to use it. I don't cut anybody else down. Yes, I will call Red Heart stiff. I will call Red Heart scratchy. But I don't hate Red Heart. I'm just giving facts. Well, Russ, I shopped with you yesterday. I am about $100 lighter thanks to your enabling. No, I am not an enabler. I'm a yarn enthusiast. Has anyone used? Yes, Kendall. It's nice stuff. I actually got some Red Heart brushed yarn coming. I do. It was dirt cheap. What was it? $2.99, I think it was, for 300 and some yards. Not even a penny a yard. Um, I have, and it is nice, but can be challenging. Yes, Michelle. Frogging, it's like with any yarn with a halo. So Red Heart brushed is, think of it as any yarn with a halo. You can spend $30 on yarn that has a halo to it. It's going to be difficult to frog. Price point at that point does not matter. You're going to have trouble frogging it. It's just like a lot of people have trouble with Caron latte cakes because of all the little frills in it. They have trouble frogging it. It's just the nature of the yarn. So just, bear in mind, it has nothing to do with it being red heart. It's just the nature of the yarn. Do you ever make sweaters or socks? I make sweaters and socks. Yes, I do. It's been probably a year or so since I've done it, but yes, I actually knitted Kevin's mother a sweater, and I actually knitted Kevin some socks. And Kevin liked this when I got this yarn in. What was it, guys? A year or so ago, he wanted a scarf, so I started a scarf and never finished it. Because I had to frog it out. I actually frogged it out yesterday during my life. I tried that cast on method, and the tail was so long after many hours of practice, I finally got it. So, Deidre, it's just trial and error. Trial and error. I am not a fan of Halo yarns, but have used it. So I got some Halo yarn coming because I'm not passing up a 500-gram cake for $12. That's the price of a regular sized Halo cake. Okay, I wasn't gonna pass it up. That's just Russ. You remember, my opinion is my opinion. I'm giving you my honest opinion of what I like and what I think the yarn is. Um, Red Heart does get a bad rap, but I like Red Heart. And although I don't have a lot of Red Heart in my stash, um, I do like Red Heart. The only reason why I don't have Red Heart in my stash is because I've typically gave my Red Heart away. And Yarn Inspirations bought Red Heart out, um, and their prices skyrocketed. And I wasn't going to replace. Hello, Joanne. I wasn't going to replace my stock with high priced Red Heart yarn. But Yarn Inspirations is having a enormous sale on it. I wasn't going to pass it up. So I'm restocking my stash with Red Heart. Some of the Red Heart I can't get anymore, but such is life. Hello, Crafty Gypsy. I tried to teach myself to knit, but it took me away from my true love crochet. I can knit a tiny bit. Well, good. I love that you share with us. We need to hear from you, and I sincerely appreciate you for it. Well, Michelle, like I said, okay, back to lurking. What do you consider a lot? 10 skeins per color. Everyone has their own opinion of a lot, okay? Remember that. So when I buy yarn, I typically try to buy yarn 2,000 yards of a color. So if I'm buying this, I'm going to make sure I buy 2,000 yards of this for the simple fact because typically with 2,000 yards, I can almost make anything I want. Almost. Not, it all depends on the stitch. But for the most part, 2,000, 25, between 2,000, 2,500 yards, you can almost make anything that you want. So I'm not buying 2 skeins of this and 2 skeins of that, and then 8 months or 14 months down the road, that yarn's been discontinued. And now I get to it and I'm thinking, I only got 2 skeins. Okay, I can't do what I want to do with it. So Russ always buys 2,000 yards of a specific color. It eats into your yarn budget a lot. But on the other hand, you automatically know that you have enough of a color to pretty much do what you want. That's my input. Now, there's other people that just buy 2 or 3 and that's it. That's all they're going to buy, unless they have a specific project in mind. That's totally fine. Just because I buy 2,000 yards does not mean that everybody has to buy 2,000 yards. That's just Russ. So this is 480 some yards. So I'm going to buy 5. I'm going to buy 5 of these, between 4 and 5. So I know I'm going to have enough to do what I want to do. I had to plug myself in. When I started knitting, I felt like I was cheating on my crochet hooks. Really, I don't feel that. Lady Crochet, my knee is still hurting. But it will hurt until I see the surgeon. I am. Thank you for asking. Those meds are helping so very much. I am Joanne Thompson. Okay. So Joanne Thompson is Frizzy B. I'll try to remember that, but I probably won't. That has to deal with my stroke several years ago. It takes me, you have to repeat several times before it clicks. I agree. I prefer to have a lot of a color just in case. That's my point. I learned that years and years and years ago because I went to make something, didn't have enough. Went to the store. They didn't make it anymore. What are you to do? And at that time, you didn't have the internet to, hey, do you know anybody that has this yarn? Do you know anybody that has this yarn? And then you take a chance at, oh, yeah, I have 4 skeins of that yarn, but it's going to cost you $80 for those 4 skeins. Because now it's an item that you can't get. So now you're at the mercy. Do I pay the $80 to get the 4 skeins? Or do I just scrap it and move on? So it's, oh, what you buying me at Walmart, Dawn? Nope, that's not it. Okay, I'm confused. Hello, Beverly. I'm sitting here by the fireplace drinking a cup of hot chocolate in the sunroom watching the birds. Oh, wow. Awesome, Beverly. When I purchase yarn, I usually have a project in mind. Thus, I will purchase accordingly to make sure I have enough. Well, very good, Sherry. I wish I could do that, but I can't. Um, what kind of knitting needle am I using? I'm using Chowgu Forte. So earlier last year, Chowgu come out. Well, the year before, Chowgu come out with the Forte set. It was a flop. So they revamped it and come out with the Forte 2.0. I have the Forte 2.0 needle set. I have the complete set. It was very expensive, but I love Chowgu. Chowgu is top of the line equipment for knitting and crochet. Um, I always buy 1,200 yards or more. I make a lot of prayer shawls, throws, and lapgans. Perfect, Beverly. Okay, you guys got me confused with the people. So I apologize. I know it's just me, but yeah, you guys got me confused. Um, I have way too many single skeins of bougie yarn. Sandy, there's nothing wrong with that. Um, Depending on how many yards, you can either make a cowl, a hat. If you, I'm not sure if you knit or crochet, but for a hat, you can easily knit a hat with about 110, 120 yards. You should be able to knit a hat. Um, 6 more rounds and I finished with the Kaleidoscope Granny. Wow, way to go, Lady Crochet. Um, yeah, I have to find yarn on eBay a couple of times. And, it's great, but people really soak it to you because they know it's a hard to find yarn and people don't have it anymore. If I have it in my stash, 10 to 1, I'm probably just going to ask for shipping. Maybe a little bit for the yarn, but I'm not going to say $10 or $15 a skein. That I would not do. But it's just trying to find it in my stash. Um, when I knit it, I use Chowgu. They are great. Crochet gives me more satisfaction. I believe Chowgu has crochet hooks. I know they have Tunisian because I have Chowgu Tunisian hooks. They're not cheap, but I do have Chowgu crochet hooks. How do you know what is in your stash? So, Debbie, me and Kevin is slowly working. Kevin's got a spreadsheet that he designed, and we're slowly going through our totes and we're logging everything that's in the tote, and the totes get numbered. So that's how we know. But all the totes ain't numbered. A lot of them is not numbered. Um, Hello, Sharon. Um, oh, good question. Did I miss? Okay. Um, like with everything, you get what you. Exactly, Arrow. But now, on the other hand, I do have some crochet hooks that was a gift from a subscriber, and I love them. They're just wooden hooks. They come from Amazon, and I love them. I used eyelash and other such novelty yarns and made 2 lap gowns. I have a lot of eyelash yarn. A lot. Um, I was getting it for, I think it was 99 cents a skein for eyelash yarn. Yeah, I have a lot of eyelash yarn. I could easily make a couple of blankets. Easily. I have sent people yarn from my stash that is discontinued if I have a lot of that yarn, but I only ask for shipping. See, that's pretty much what I do. Now, don't get me wrong, I might from time to time ask for a little bit of yarn money as well. But like I said, I'm not asking $10, $20 a skein. Okay? Just give me a couple of bucks for the yarn, pay the shipping, and we're golden. People are selling Caron anniversary cakes on eBay for $80 to $100 a cake because you can't get it anymore. It's just crazy. Just crazy. Um, are people actually buy Frizzy B? Unfortunately, yes. That's the sad part because people are over a barrel. Um, you could have somebody that wants a blanket made out of the anniversary yarn, and they might not be around much longer. So you're in that spot. Okay, do I spend $400 to make this blanket to get 4 cakes of anniversary to make the blanket before this person is no longer with us? You see, that's where I have a big issue. Don't Just because you can doesn't give you the right to price gouge. That's just my opinion. I'm sorry, but that is wrong. I can see getting your money back and even a small profit, but that exactly, Joanne. That's my point. Um, all right, Bertha, you have a good day. Get your money back from the yarn. I get it. Make them pay shipping. I get that 100%. But if you only paid $20 for an anniversary cake, why are you going to charge 80 just because you can? I don't know. I gave a lot of my anniversary cakes away for free. Sassy, I did too. Um, I did. I gave a lot away. Hello, Nancy. Have you used raisin or wood crochet hooks? I have. I like wood crochet hooks. Um, raisin resin hooks, I do not. I do not like a plastic. I do not like a plastic hook, whether it be knitting or crochet. I don't like them. God, I just love you, Russ. Tell the truth. I'm sorry. Yes, Russ will say what's on Russ's mind, whether it be right or wrong. If I am wrong, I will be the first to admit, hey, look, I was wrong. I shouldn't have said what I said, but I'm sorry. If you paid $20 for an anniversary cake or $30 for an anniversary cake, yes, they don't make them anymore. You can't get that color anymore. But how about you charge $35 plus shipping? That I can understand all day long. Or if you paid full price for them, if you paid $40, charge $40 plus shipping. I get it all day long. But you should never go above the price that you paid just because they don't make something anymore. Yes, I get it. That's what a lot of antique people do. I get it. Yeah. Russ would never do that. I made a fanny pack for my son. Guess he could tell cheap yarn. He want to buy me expensive yarn and for me to make as many for him as I can for him to have after. Aw. Well, at least, hey, at least your son enjoys what you make him and is willing to buy you yarn that he wants his fanny packs made with, so he still has your fanny packs after you are gone. That would just warm my heart. Hello, Beverly. Gotta love autocorrect. Yeah, we love autocorrect. Crochet hooks are a lot like furls. I am not a fan of furls. I'm sorry. I know a lot of people, they love furls. That's okay. I'm glad that you guys do. Russ is not a fan of furls. I do have some furl hooks. And yes, I do have special made crochet hooks from, I can't think of the other place. And they were gifted to me by a subscriber. I have some beautiful yarn that is no longer made. I would give it away before I would sell it at some crazy price. Exactly, Margaret. It's like it's in my stash. It's just sitting there. So why not let somebody enjoy it? I love I do have some Clover armor hooks, and yes, them are really nice hooks. I love how they're flat, and their tips are really nice. What's your favorite crochet hook? Deidre, my favorite crochet, I really don't have a favorite, but I love a boy style hook. It has to be a boy. Yes, I do have. Okay. Okay, here we go. So, in this little pouch are handmade wood crochet hooks, okay? They are handmade. They are nice, but they are an inline hook. They're not a boy. I do use them. I paid a lot of money for these, but I don't use them because I'm not a fan of the head. So, the crochet hooks that I use now, I got them on Amazon when they were like $15 for like 27 crochet hooks. I mean, it was unreal. But now they're like the same set is like $30. But those are my go-to. And I'm just being honest, guys. Um, I do have clover. I do have Chow crochet hooks. I do have expensive hooks. But, you know, it has to have the boy style head on the hook, or else I struggle. There's nothing wrong with the Susan Bates head. I'm not saying that. I was taught and grew up on a boy hook. So that's why I gravitate to a boy style head. Now, if I would have been taught with a Susan Bates hook, then I would probably be the other way. I would have Susan Bates style head, which I believe they call inline. I think a Susan Bates called inline. I'm not really sure. Arrow, they're just some handmade crochet hooks that I bought off the internet. I don't know what they're called. I honestly don't. I have all kinds of hooks, chogu to boy. I go back to my dots all the time. Joanne, same with me. I have all the things. I have all the tools, but I always go back to my $13 set I got off of Amazon. Don't ask me why. What were the wooden ones? Um, I honestly don't know what they were called. I really don't know what they were called. Um, the hooks I mainly like are Susan Bates, and boy, I do have a couple of furl. I don't like furl. That's just me. That's just me. I have a mirror that felt good on a few stitches I tried. No using that size. It all depends on how you hold your hook. And I hold my hook like a pencil. So that probably has a lot to do with it. On my projects right now, I have a ton of Susan Bates and boy hooks, but I mainly use clovers. I don't have a favorite brand yet. Good morning, Michelle. Susan Bates used to be my favorite, but now my favorite is Bright Hooks or Boy. Yeah, it just, it, we like what we like. That's all I can say. So I think I got my 30. $29. Okay, there we go. So there's 30. So, and that's all the tail I have left. And that's pretty much what I showed you guys I would have left by wrapping my yarn around my needle and then measuring it out. I'm a pencil holder too. I had one of Furl's Odyssey, found out I couldn't use it, too big for my small hands and too heavy for me. I am looking for a hook with a pointy head, but also that is comfortable to use. Uh, I was taught on boy, but I gravitated towards Susan Bates, but I also have boy and furls. Good morning, Catherine. My aunt taught me back in the 70s too. I hold my hook like a knife. And there is no right or wrong way to hold. I know there's some people, oh, well, you're holding your hook all wrong. There is no right or wrong way. You hold it how it's comfortable to you. Because if I force you to hold it like a pencil and you have to hold it like a knife, you're not going to enjoy it. You're gonna have a terrible experience. Um, you're not gonna enjoy it. So these have a very pointy, very pointy. They're very pointy. Um, the Revolution. If you go to Revolution Fibers, that's who made these hooks. That's who made these hooks. Revolution Fibers. I'm glad I looked at them again. But yeah, these are very pointy. Very pointy. And it did come with this leather case. And it has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 sizes. Afghan hooks, I tend to like inline better, crochet like clover. My Tunisian hooks, which is the same thing as Afghan hook, are Chowgu, and they have the cord to them. So I can make any size of a project I want. Good morning, Deborah. Hello, Robin. I can't do pencil at all. And that's the whole point, you know. Just because I like pencil doesn't mean that you can use pencil. Oh, what do I want to do? What do I want to do? All right, so we will purl. I don't like purling. I honestly don't. I don't like to purl, but we are purling. See, I like the point, but the handle part is skinny. I like the hooks with the rubber on them. Skinny hooks feel weird to me. Well, you could always buy the grips and put on your hooks. Russ, what are you working on? Deidre, I just started Kevin's, or I should say, I just restarted Kevin's scarf. I had a good portion of it done, but wasn't happy with it. So out it came. And right now, Beverly, I always had, boy, Russ, you should learn to knit like me. I can't knit with both hands and never turn my work. Oh, yeah. Knit backwards. I've done that a few times, but I get confused. But knitting backward is okay. So let's see here. Come on, there we go. Purl and knit. Okay. So then on this side, We purl. So we purl, then we knit. Okay. I just ripped my yarn in 3 places to get the barf away. Oh my goodness. Couldn't couldn't handle trying to untangle the yarn barf any longer. I did that a couple weeks ago. I had to cut yarn. I put silicone beads on my metal crochet hooks to make the grip. Good good idea, Ruth. I'm learning doing the continental way. I don't purl. It's just not comfortable. Yeah, I just don't like. It just takes so long for me to purl. I can knit way faster than I can purl. Purl takes me forever. But, you know, it is what it is. My husband calls me the detangler because I am really good at getting yarn bar untangled. I usually am too, but that last yarn barf, I just couldn't do it. I would like to see how you do that. Think I'm. You just knit backwards. Well, I knit down the row right-handed and back up left-handed. I originally learned to knit left-handed. Yeah, you can. You don't have to turn your work as long as you can. As long as you can keep it straight, you don't have to turn. Let's see. I love detangling yarn too. It's soothing. I just can't handle yarn bar. It gives me a claustrophobic feeling. Uh, Good morning, Monique. I thought you got most of it untangled. I did. Carmen, I did get a lot untangled. Um, but um, there was some I could not. Okay, so now we purl this row. So the first one we knit. So knit the first one and purl the second. I can knit, stitch, and I'm left-handed. I thought, glad you're on. I have company while I work on my sister's blanket. Well, good, Monique. I don't know how long I'll be on. I've already been on an hour and a half. Doesn't seem like that long, does it, guys? It just seems like I just turned on the. I think I've been gifted a membership. Monique, you probably were. Several of us gave memberships yesterday. We gave memberships out. I got school done with the kids in that time. Oh, okay. Well, good. At least the kids got their schooling in. I had no doubt they wouldn't, but Do they have homework, Amber? Did you give them homework? My grandmother taught me to crochet way back in with red heart. I have tons of red heart to this day. It is my go-to for blankets. Exactly, crochet cabin. I just ordered a ton of red heart yesterday, and I'm anxious for it to ship because I want to show you guys everything that I ordered. I ordered a lot of yarn yesterday. A lot. Ah, I hate when I do that because sometimes I rip it off. Okay, so let's see here. Back onto the knit row. We just got done doing a purl row. Now, wow, Amber, that is 90 minutes in class. Their homework is to behave and be good kids. I keep waking up late and missing most of it. I am crocheting and they are playing on tablets and computers. Well, good. Do they get to go out and play in the snow, Amber? Are you going to let them go out and play in the snow? It's something that they probably don't get to do very often. Hello, Darcy. Ar Dar Darsa? Is it Darsa? Oh, I hope I'm saying that right. I just started knitting on Kevin's scarf. Um, yeah, I'm debating on homeschooling my kids since they really don't enjoy school. I love school, but I guess I'm weird. I like the socialization and they get through at school. Well, they are doing a curriculum right now that doesn't take much time but still gets their school. They will be getting back into their schoolwork that will take a little bit longer. When we have snow, they are always outside in it. Okay, there's that. Hello, Sharon. I just got home from the store and got my groceries put away. Time to rest. There you go. Okay, so there's that. Now we're on a purl row. Gotta love them purl rows. My kiddos get plenty of socialization through the neighborhood kids dance church. People are surprised to learn they are homeschooled. Very nice. If kids are homeschooled, do they call extra assignments homework or schoolwork? Recess is cleaning the house. That's awesome. Sounds like they get all they need. Have to head out to drop my daughter off at school. Have an amazing day. All right, Frizzy. Have a wonderful day. Come on. Come on. There we go. Oh, let's see. It's kind of a gloomy day. It's snowing outside. Not very hard, but it is snowing. Life is their homeschool, and then there is the bookwork. Wonder if I should do it the other way. Wonder if I should do it the other way. What are you making? Just got back from town. I had to jump my car in the parking lot. Been so cold. Tony, I'm just working on a scarf for Kevin. Just working on a scarf for Kevin. That's the front so far. And the back so far. Okay. Now we're on the front row. Russ, where are you? Deidre, I am in Michigan, right above South Bend. And if you are a Fighting Irish fan, they won their game. So now they go on to the next series. I'm working on a hooded scarf. Always get caught on myself. I have a symmetrical scarf on my knitting needles. I keep thinking maybe picking it up to knit with you. Well, you always can. You always can. But Russ is actually going to sign off. I need to get something to eat because I need to take a pain pill. And I don't want to take a pain pill on an empty stomach. So I've been on for an hour and 34 minutes. I want to say thank you to everybody that showed up. I love you guys. I hope you have an amazing day. And you never know. In a few hours, Russ might get lonely and come back live. Until I can go back to work, you might be seeing me 2 or 3 times a day, guys. But I love you. and I will see you in my next video. Okay, I promise. Love you.